Right. So I see quite a few people. I came across like three, 4 videos today about Wiccan recommendation. What books do you need to read for to start off with? And I thought maybe I should show off what I start off with, and what I came across later in years, that when I read and go, wow, I wish this book was made earlier during my craft, during the beginning of my Wicca. And I was like, God, this is not fair. All these younger kids who are younger than me are getting kind of easy because they get some of the old books I read and they get these newer books in their beginning of their practicing, so they get to grow faster and stronger, or whatever. They get to spew into this religion, because when I started about like 11 years ago, it was all about these certain very standard books. It's not really wasn't swayed off until Charm came around, or until Buffy came around. It was like, oh, and then it became like the it thing, so it exploded when I got to near the Y2K, near the millennium. It exploded, and it's like, holy crap, all these Wicca books and magic and witchcraft books come out. So you guys are lucky. You should be lucky. You should feel lucky, because it's a little easier for you guys now. But the first book that I ever got to, besides going on the internet and reading off the internet, was The Craft by Dorothy Morrison. She, High Priestess. I would love to meet her. I would enjoy to meet her in real life. She's just amazing. I can't get enough of her. This whole book teaches you about the 4 tools, the sabbats, the circles. Not only just the 4 tools that you need, but it also tells you the other 4 tools: the bosom, the cauldron, and the scrying mirror. Here, let me see. Oh my God, I'm gonna be like blah. Oh, right here, the cauldron. See, the cauldron, the bosom, the black mirror, and the white-handed knife. Basically, a boiling to cut your herbs or cut anything, or besides using your antheme. And I thought, wow, she did that. She also, some of the herbs, how to charge them, and she gives you the basic form, which I end up collecting all of them really fast, the basic herbs, and I used them. And most of my herbs are most of my incense and sachets and all this stuff was on these basic herb lists. And then eventually I veered off to other herbs and got much higher, or just more knowledge on mixing them. And I thought it was cool because this is basic form. And also each moon, each Sabbath, and Aesop's, and she gives you a huge list, ideals, some notes and whatnot, one after what and everything. Then her appendix talks about her dream journal, some little more of herbs, some stones, the deity associations. See, let's just say that we're looking for I want something that deals with magic powers, and I want to invoke more of my magic powers to give me a little more strength into it. What kind of deity do I use? And then, oh, Hecate, she's a female, so maybe I should call her into a circle and ask for special powers. Anyways, awesome. And the Book of Laws back here, it's great law work, great laws about it. I follow it pretty much everything, but yeah, it's a must. The second book that I recommend would be Wiccan, Beliefs and Practices by Gary Contel. Yeah, Contel. Very how would I say this? Very practical and well put practices in here, like rituals and stuff like that. And not only that, just getting started and the ethics and stuff like that of being a Wiccan. you know, there's little laws behind being, you know, a Wiccan that you need to, you know, at least respect and follow. Most of them that you read in books. Some of them is you learn from your parents that, you know, respect one another, you know, degradation is really like frowned upon and whatnot. But anyways, it's a good secondary book, I say. My third book would be this, and what makes me more happy about this book, I don't know if you read it or heard me in my book or if I ever said it at all. Wicca, the complete craft, and she means it. DJ Conway, and what I really love about this, it covers all and then some about Wicca. I mean, literally the history, what's what. She talks about the Wiccan Redeed and what's meanings and whatnots, and she gives you rituals and stuff like that. I really adore this book. I paid full price for it, which is really kind of sucks. It's $23 for this huge thick book. I don't know if you can see it. It's relatively thick. Not only that, I love her so much, and I love the knowledge that she has within this book, and learning so much off this book, and still am. I'm still learning so much off this book. That DJ Conway lives here in Mount Hood, here in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. So she lives relatively close to me, and I thought, and I noticed in her now I've noticed more about it, is that she deals with a lot of earthly, watery elements here, because here in Oregon it's a rainy state, so a lot of green trees, like green trees, and a lot of water. So she really based off that. And then these are all tied, in my opinion. The Exploring Spellcraft, I think she pronounced her name as with a J instead of a G, Generating Dunwich. I think she says it in here. Yeah, it's just a very basic book. Covers the basics. It really deals, the only spellcraft you get in here in this book is the black magic section. How to protect yourself from it. There's also a checkoff list on if you she's really old tradition. She's not a Wiccan, she's a witch, so she believes in nothing with the laws of 3, basically, or, you know, in it harm none, do ye will type of thing. She doesn't believe in that. She believes in the basic old tradition witch, and she gives you nine checkoff lists on what is it if you ever got black magic against you. So it was a good little reference book and whatnot. There's a couple spells, some weather, fertility, weather magics, element. There's the good part I love in this book is if you're doing a spell and you want to know about the outcome, you just take out the major cards and basically, you know, flip them out, and this is what the spell will come out, and it tells you the outcome of spells. So she gives you that little information. Another Dorothy Morrison book, Everyday Magic, A to Z of magics and stuff like that. Basic, huge, totally basic form of spellcraft. Basically, anything that you're looking for, you find it in here. Awesome book. The Wiccan Bible, the reason why I didn't put it in one of my tops and I made it equal to the other books is that it is everything. It's literally the Bible of Wicca, not besides the witch's Bible. But this explains the modern versions clash with the old tradition. The only down part about it is that not enough information chapters, in my opinion. And they just give you the basic form and they call it good. And they don't give you advanced, like they don't give you a little, you know, journey that you can just go off on your own, you know, like try some of these ideals, you know, make it your own. It's not really, it's really set like rules, like a very Aries type person wrote this book or something. It's very set by rules, and this is this and this is that. So that's my book of recommendations. So yeah, blessed be.